As I previously stated, all the victims were couples, and all of them were in rural areas, typically attacked during intimate moments. But on top of this, the methods of murder in every instance and the aftermath was also the exact same and genuinely disturbing. What the monster of Florence would do in nearly every murder is execute both of the partners typically in their vehicle with a .22 caliber pistol, and then after both of the victims were dead, the killer would then go on to mutilate the female victim with a knife. The final consistencies that took place across almost all of the murders was that the murders took place on Saturdays, typically during a new moon, when the moon was not visible in the sky. For the 2 decades that the monster of Florence was active, he not only terrorized Italy with his actions, but was also actively taunting law enforcement, similar to situations we've seen with other killers, like the Zodiac killer. One of the most notable communications that the monster of Florence had with authorities was when the monster of Florence literally mailed a letter to the district attorney working the case, and attached to this letter was a plastic bag that contained flesh from the chest of one of the last known female victims. And it was since that communication in 1985 when the monster of Florence had gone silent. With nearly 20 years of terror and 16 victims, there has to be some information about the murder. And well, there is. But similar to the last case we discussed, the information is spotty at best. And even though convictions have been made, the most popular theory surrounding the entire monster of Florence situation was that the true killer was never caught and is very likely on the loose to this very day.